Thank you very much. Mr. Norman.
Thank you, Madam Johnson, Madam Chair. Thank each one of you for taking your time to come here. We value your service. Mr. Rose, you made a comment that we need more civil dialogue and I think norms of behavior. I'm from South Carolina. We have Shaw Air Force Base. I got a front row seat to China when I went in that small company in Chesterfield, South Carolina, that had a center of the business walled off. I said, can I get in, can I go see it? No. Why not? Well, we had a particular person who had the magic patent that knew how to make this particular item. Lo and behold, a month later, he was gone. Lo and behold, when they did the research, he was hired by a China firm. They're now competing with him. They paid him a lot of money. I had a front row seat when I went up in that F-16, and the pilot, when you mentioned China, his face, not only did he get red, and he wouldn't say anything. He just said, we got a problem. And I guess what I would add is China is a dictatorship. They're not choir boys. They don't sell Girl Scout cookies on a daily basis. I guess I would ask, and this is kind of in line with Congressman Cloud, the only thing that I think they understand is leverage. And the only thing, you can have all the civil dialogue that you want. Am I correct in you do agree in being civil, but the bottom line, if they can make money, if they can steal your patents and your product, you see that as a problem?
I certainly see that as a problem. And my point is this, sir. Civil dialogue alone is not going to solve the China problem. It needs to be part of a package that includes military capabilities. Very much with regards to the Soviets in the 70s. You know, in the 70s, we had a very strong deterrence posture against the Soviets, but we also had opportunities for civil cooperation, the Apollo-Soyuz mission, for example. So my bottom line is we have to go into this with our eyes wide open about China. I believe that we are in a great power competition, but dialogue needs to be part of our response, not just military capabilities. Military capabilities are important, but they're not enough.
Which do they respond to more, dialogue or military capability?
I think we need to have solid military capabilities to ensure we have successful dialogue.
Okay, thank you. Let me, one thing in my state of South Carolina, NASA's had a tremendous impact. All three major research universities receive funding from NASA. NASA is often thought to be confined to the states of Texas and Florida. And it's obvious to me that NASA research should be done across the nation. Can any of you expand on the benefits and why we need that?
You know, the strong NASA research takes place in astrophysics, heliophysics, earth science, and planetary science takes place in universities all across this country. And that's critical because the best brains are located all across the country. And that investment also is encouraging the next generation to get involved in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics careers. So I believe the creative research, the innovative research that's taking place out at universities around the country, that NASA sends the far bulk of its research dollars out the door into the academic system, out to industry, is critically important for the health of the agency, but for the health of the country.
Dr. Whitson?
I concur with Dr. Stofan, and you know we have 10 NASA centers throughout the United States, and the contractors that provide all our supplies for space station. You know, it's almost every state has a contributor in some form or fashion, and so I think we are very distributed. NASA is very distributed throughout our nation. So.
Thank you, Mr. Rose.
Nothing to add.
Great. I yield back to balance my time.